run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no fives and no fingers, don't count on them. Hey, she wanna look like me 'cause that nigga like she can count it out. She tryna be nosy.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action, living it. Working off the muscle, oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart.
Yo, what's going on, Future? Welcome to the chat.
I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes?
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get out my problems. Let me. When I'm in magic with the gang, we
yo, what I'm acting like?
All we got, we gon' let you.
Let me know something.
Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you
going on?
Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to.
Go ahead and feel who I'm playing against. Hey, coach me up while I'm playing. Let me know something.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Houston Texans. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Best defense in the game right here, ain't it?
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Yes, sir.
Didn't happen on that play.
Tell them stop playing with me.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Why the fuck did they change me?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Where I didn't pick that shit. Going on, chat. Like, comment, subscribe.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson.
I keep toying with this
And
nigga.
that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Let me know what I need to do.
Fourth down, so the Texans dial up the number of their second-year punter, Trevor Daniel. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Damn, I was close.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Oh, my nigga talking about trash.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Was watching that shit.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
On the counter, Ingram.
Got blocked. Oh, it's 8-6-8. I'm sticking like a hoe.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling.
Guys didn't want to play me, though.
There. He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
I knew it.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
I knew it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Jackson options out left.
On his ass.
No pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. Henry. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Now Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath.
Wrong play, wrong play.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Being chased out left.
What?
He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You got nothing to
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you
this nigga Josh funny than a bitch, boy.
Working really well.
This nigga funny. I heard you too,
play
Nick.
Action with Jackson. Buying time to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it.
That
and he
boy's
goes
funny.
down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
On the ready. 41's the mic. Check 41. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Play action. It's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
This commentary is funny.
And now out comes Houston. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he got blown up on that.
I could have ran through Buddy anyway.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hey.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
How the hell say accurate that whole lane over there?
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
This nigga threw it right to him.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Okay. This bitch that accurate. Circle's wide open. Go watch that. They don't let me watch it. Oh.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Y'all about to make me rage quit this game.
We remind you that coming up at halftime. We'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Hey, he about to lag out, might get a free dub. Someone even let me pick my play.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Only way you was getting that dub. This nigga. On the outside, my
Another
shit
shot from
up.
the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Oh, design run for their wideout.
Like a big hit, son.
And that one covered
What that nigga
beautifully.
doing?
Their defenders
What that
stay
nigga
on,
doing?
and they'll stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
2 on the play.
Yeah.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram.
Yo, what the fuck? What did my nigga just do?
Zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
My nigga just flopped.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Let's go. Do it.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
I'm playing against a top defense right now.
Now comes a Houston
They run some
offense as they
corners.
get set to take
They run
over
some
here.
corners.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And this one complete to Will
Yeah,
Fuller.
nigga. Fight son, look what I know how to do.
10, 5, touchdown.
Oh, y'all see that? Oh, y'all see that?
Will Fuller.
Y'all see that?
75 yards. And the Texans
Hey, this what I
are gonna
do.
show off their quick strike ability. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but
Put
a
on
good
the
sign.
charger, baby.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember
Yeah, that's
we
what I do.
talked with that one coach who said his
That's what I
emphasis this
do.
year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room.
Bad kick.
This hits it right there. Take
Y'all saw me
momentum,
go
take
cross
that
goal
good
line, dribble
feeling,
between the legs.
and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start
fucked
over.
up.
They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. And a nice
Jeremiah
job
is
there as he
dead,
gets
boy.
this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
That was good. I thought this nigga was getting a touchdown. I'm in this bitch. I ain't went nowhere. Oh. I ain't went nowhere.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
I like
Well, I'm
that.
trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
It ain't gonna work. Nah, Josh ass. He laughing at me. He ass. Nigga kept that hoe.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down
They
behind
kept
the
that
line
hoe.
of
The fuck
scrimmage.
was that?
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Say I beat Nick. My nigga stuck on that. Back up, bitch.
This time Jackson will
throw. He ran a screen.
They go screen. This is Ingram. Ingram's got the first down.
No!
That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
Yeah, made that hole. Ain't no rookie.
Kick right there. It's
ain't no rookie.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
They're going to see that gap. They're going to be like,
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14.
On his ass. On his ass. On his ass. On his ass.
This where the ball comes free. It's
on his ass.
Unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Look at my nigga. He's trying to get in the chat. He's trying to get in the chat. Let me stop this play. I'm going to add you.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in here by
I gave this nigga that, bro.
And he's got the first.
Party open.
Give up the big play right there.
Party
open.
Offense
was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out.
Man,
so much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Jackson, option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt.
Join the party, the party open.
Hasn't been too successful.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And with a play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Oh, I don't know if you can do it from your phone.
Watch the pass. 41, go. Check 41. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of
for that
running
field
backs.
goal,
You
nigga.
can't just be a guy who can run the football.
Oh, yeah,
you have
you
to be
gotta
able
go
to
for
catch
that.
it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Ain't that hard.
And this one is right down the
Go ahead,
middle.
baby.
And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one is his
Understand.
3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but with 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
In this thing.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will start with Josh Ferguson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Now Watson's throw is taken in by QT. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Come on, bitch, pick your play.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
A second a box up.
To throw is Watson.
Oh, he was on that hole.
Picked off at the
But he was open for a good high second, too, boy. Still threw it high. I just bullet passed it.
47-yard line.
I thought he did a touch pass.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of
This
this
nigga
third
funny,
quarter.
boy. This nigga funny. And I just fucked that up. Bring a blitz, bring a blitz. That's two.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
3 down, 3 down.
Look at this on them trash.
Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come in and able to bring him to the ground. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards
Gotta go
shy of
for
the
it.
line
You
to
gotta go for
gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
They'll run for it. It's Ingram.
Nigga!
He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Hell yeah, he is.
Runs like that are starting to have on this game.
Hey, get out the bed. Get out the bed.
Front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a handoff to Ingram. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Gotta work it.
Whitney Merciless. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Oh, he probably switched covers.
After the interception, here's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Watson.
A pick.
He's got Fuller.
Fuck off me, little boy.
He's brought down after a very nice gain.
Ooh, that was a pick. That nigga
the
sucked.
Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Little ass boy.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target.
Trying to go for it.
2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup.
Yeah,
he's
playing deep now.
3rd down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right?
And this is intercepted.
Fucking nigga popped the hole off the ground, man.
Picked off by Patrick on Wassor.
Drop the ball, bro.
40-yard line, that's where the return stops. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
And that little 3-game
you
winning
can hold
streak.
a team to 7 points in the NFL. That's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7. If he'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Waiting on Nick to come. I think he's scared. This nigga sending a blackout invite.
I need Nick. I need one more game.
And I play better than this nigga, bro.